So online coaching and personal training apps have become an integral part of delivering a service. And there's a lot of different apps on the market. There's lots of different apps that you could potentially use, but which is the right one for you? Maybe that's a question mark that you have right now, and maybe you're looking into an app or maybe a tool to help you with delivering an amazing client experience. If that's the case, then we're going to be diving into my 5 top picks. These are 5 apps that we're going to dive into one by one. We're going to look at their features, we're going to look at the benefits, we're going to look at the pricing, and then that's going to really help you decide which is the best app for you. So let's get into it. All right, so the first app that we're going to look at is TrueCoach, and they're claiming to be the #1 platform built for personal trainers. So let's see about that. Now, I can see they've got a 14-day free trial, which is obviously a really good thing because you want to sample these apps, you want to test them, and you want to see if it's the right one for you. A lot of it's going to be down to preference, and you can see here that you can cancel anytime as well, so there's no contract here involved, which is another thing that I really like. If you go onto their pages, their websites, like I am right now, you can see at a glance the types of features that they've got available here. So you can see here that this is a screenshot of what it would be like for the client and what it would look like for the client. And then if we scroll down, let's just have a look at what sort of features we've got here and what things we can do. So connect and engage and offer accountability to clients, tracking data. So there's some tracking metrics and data features. We've got, what else? We've got the workout builder, which you'd expect every one of these apps to have in place. And then we've got self-branded video exercise demos. Amazing. So you can brand up the videos to make them look like your own as well. And we've got some stats here in terms of who is using this. This is a little bit more social proof really for selling their product and service. But what I do like about this is the 14-day free trial and the cancel anytime, because it's risk-free for you to test this out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up and I'm going to check out the pricing, because I want to flick through the pricing of all these different apps, because that may be a factor in you deciding which one to go for. So you can see this is in dollars, and you can have up to 5 clients for basically $20 a month, and that's the annual. So if you pay for a full year up front essentially. So let's go to monthly, because most people are probably going to be signing up to these apps on a monthly basis. So it's $25 per month, and that's up to 5 clients. Then once you want to get to 6 clients and above, we're looking at about $64. And then if we look at this over here, this is basically up to 50 clients, and that's going to be $129 essentially. And obviously you make a saving of pretty much 24% if you go for the annual options here. Now, there's going to be some frequently asked questions that you can probably check out in your own time. If you decide to check out TrueCoach, look at maybe their free trial, and maybe what you're seeing in front of you seems somewhat appealing, you can obviously check out their FAQ section. So let's dive on to the next one. All right, so the next one is Trainwise, and I'm pretty familiar with this app. I've used this many times myself. I've been a speaker at Trainwise events as well, so I really like the work that they've done. And these are pretty much the front runner in the industry. A lot of people that I know use Trainwise, a lot of my clients use Trainwise, and a lot of people really like Trainwise. And there's pros and cons to every app, but we'll just run through the website and we'll see what is here and what is available. Now, notice this, get a custom branded app for only $69, which is normally $99. But to get a custom branded app for just $100 might be a nice little feature if you want something a little bit more unique and looks like yours as opposed to just every app out there. So that's a good feature in and of itself. In terms of what we've got here is we've got training program, building options, we've got tracking client progress, we've got nutritional elements, and I do know they've got some nutritional resources inside of it that you can actually leverage and use. We've got in-app payments. Now we didn't see that on TrueCoach, maybe they have it, maybe they don't, but here you've got the in-app payment options. You've got the messenger function in there as well, so you can chat to clients, and I know you can schedule messages as well automatically to go out to clients. And then you've got build your brand. So that's what we just discussed in terms of getting a custom branding on it so that it doesn't look like Trainwise, it looks like your app. So if that's something that appeals to you, this may be a good option for you to go for. Now let's have a look. So you can get set up and get started on a monthly billing cycle with 1 client for free. Then up to 2 clients, it's $5, and then up to 5 clients, it's $22. Now let's go and check 50 clients. So this is cheaper actually than TrueCoach. You noticed on TrueCoach is around $128, I think it was, for 50 clients. But let's have a look at 30 clients. So it's $70. So there's a little bit more flexibility in the levels, so the price doesn't jump significantly up. So this looks like it's a more accessible and affordable option, and you get basically to set up for free. Essentially, that's an unlimited free trial until you add more than a single client. So that's a pretty good offer. Now let's just have a look. Pro plan 30 includes up to 30 clients, unlimited trainers. Okay, So essentially, if you've got this plan over here, then there's additional benefits, and you can see all these different benefits here that you could obviously leverage if you're going for this pro plan. A lot of people listening to this are trying to decide on their first app, very likely, or maybe in the early phases of getting an app and testing apps out. So you're probably going to fall into these two ranges over here. And if we look down here, we've got some other stuff. So we've got advanced coaching. That's an additional price on top. So just bear that in mind. We've got Stripe integrated payments. Again, additional fee on top. So just bear in mind like these additional fees that are being added on. Custom branded app, again, an additional fee. And then video coaching include 50 hours of video call and 100 hours of video streaming time monthly. So that's another feature that you may or may not want to use. So notice that I set up here this at 50 clients was cheaper than the last one, but then when you maybe add some of these things on, that's going to drive the price even further up across this plan, and this plan. But what I will say about Trainwise is I know for a fact that they've got so many different features and options, and this is a good, well-rounded app and something that is definitely one I would consider. All right, so the next one is My PT Hub. So it says the all-in-one personal training software and app. We've got a 30-day free trial. So that's obviously better than TrueCoach, and no credit card, cancel anytime. Similar setup to TrueCoach in terms of how this is being marketed. You can see that it connects with some fitness watches, and let's scroll down in terms of what we've got. So it's saying that we can do face-to-face training using this app, online and remote training and boot camps and classes. Let's go to view all features. So we've got workouts, which you'd expect in every single one of these apps. Nutrition features, client admin features, branding features, kind of like Trainwise, calendar features. What else have we got? Finance features. This would probably be payment integrations, instant chat, amazing, connectivity with Apple Watch and integration features, and obviously live streaming capabilities. Now have a look at this. So these are the most used features essentially. So you can sell your packages through the app. You've got unlimited workouts, unlimited nutrition. You've got the results tracking as well, which is obviously great. And I imagine this will be connected to something like NutriCheck or MyFitnessPal, so you can track the calories or macros if you're doing that with your clients. And then comes with some personal training tips, tricks, and trends. Okay, let's look at the pricing because we're interested in that. Now we've got monthly flexible, which is $55 a month. And then we've got annual, which is $48 a month. So obviously you're going to save by paying in full, but let me have a look here. I don't see an option to change based on the number of clients. Doesn't look like that's available. $55 a month, flat free, grow all you want. Okay, so what they've done differently here is instead of a sliding scale of different amounts per clients, they've just said it's going to be this, whether you've got what it appears to be one client or 100 clients. And so that may be off-putting to some people just getting started. You may want something that's more inexpensive. This one, you're going to have to shell out at least 48 quid a month if you pay for the full year, but most people are probably going to go for the monthly. And so you're going to be looking at $55 a month. So that could be quite a big negative to a lot of people listening to this. I'll let you decide. All right, so the next one we're going to look at is what PT Distinction call the ultimate personal trainer software. So let's have a look at this. Got a lot of great reviews here on the left-hand side, 4.9, 4.9, 4.9. Looking really good in terms of people's feedback on it. Now, let's have a look at some of the things that we can see here. So we've got training, we've got tracking. These look like tracking of workouts. We've got a feature here to be able to collect photos, probably on your weekly check-in. We've got a food diary option here as well with a calendar that goes with it. And let's have a look at some of the reasons that PT Distinction say that their app is such a good app. So pre-scheduled delivery and routine communications to free up even more time. Awesome. So kind of like Trainwise, you can set up automated messages to go out to clients. Maybe that's a, hey, how's the week going type message. Looks like you can do that inside of PT Distinction too. I do know they've added a voice note feature as well to PT Distinction so that you can send voice notes to your clients, which I think is a great element to online coaching because you can obviously then use empathy and compassion and build a better connection. And online coaching to me is more than just a training plan. It's about building a connection and actually coaching people through the process. If they can hear your voice more frequently, you're going to have better success with those clients. And I know you can use a voice note feature here inside of PT Distinction. Let's have a look here. So we've got flexible program design, nutrition coaching, habit coaching, assessments, and much more. Let's have a look at this. So we've got automate your entire training delivery and advanced scheduling tools, Cool. And then we can keep an eye on each movement, track real-time data, get visualizations of things. Awesome. And you can also brand things up. So we've seen that a couple of times now where you can go for a branding option where you can brand it up with your own branding and make it seem like yours. So you could go out here and commission a developer to go and build you an app, but that's going to cost you tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of pounds to do. Or you go here and you actually just build on the app, brand it up yourself, and then it looks like yours. And then full integration with MyFitnessPal. That'll be great for tracking calories, macros, etc. And obviously some integrations with things like PayPal, Zapier, Google Sheets, and YouTube. Awesome. I love the integration options. Now let's dive into pricing and let's have a look. So we've got Novice, Pro, and Master. Now let's see how many clients we get. So for $19.90 a month, up to 3 clients, up to 25 clients, we're going to be paying almost $60. And then the master option is 50 clients, which is $89.90. Again, almost $90. Okay. And then extra client looks like $160 per month after that. So similar to some of the other options that we've seen already. Again, this is probably going to be a factor for some of you that are looking at this in terms of making your decision is, does it kind of fit the price criteria that you're looking for? And apparently it's used by 40,000 training businesses worldwide. And again, what you'll do when you go to any of these websites is you'll find these FAQ sections. And so if I've not covered something, which I won't be able to cover everything inside of this short video, then definitely head over to any of the websites of any of these that appeal to you straight away. And then definitely you can check things out and understand things a little bit more to see if it could be a good option for you. So the last one that we're going to dive into is going to be this one. And this one is going to be Coach Catalyst. And I've just refreshed my screen so that we can actually see the website as you'll see it when you go to it. And Coach Catalyst is something that I'm very familiar with. I actually did an interview with Trevor, the co-founder, not long ago. You can find that on my YouTube channel. But also he came into the Remote Coaches Academy where we help personal trainers build their online coaching business. He did a live talk and he also did a demo of Coach Catalyst. And actually this is one of the apps that I do recommend inside of our Remote Coaches Academy because it's got a lot of features that I really like. So let's dive into this one. This is going to be our final one. And I want to give you a bit of a rundown in terms of what it can do. So you've got programs and workouts that you can build inside the app. And one of the things I do really like about Coach Catalyst is there's lots of great templates that you can use. And then you can save a lot of time in that process of programming and creating programs by leveraging what's in there, making some minor tweaks. You can track progress and data. Obviously, clients are going to be able to connect with typical things that are going to be able to track their nutrition, and you can connect that to Coach Catalyst. They don't have a MyFitnessPal integration, but they do have a NutriCheck integration. So you can use that and you can get those apps synced up to be able to track calories and macros. And then there's also some weight tracking tools inside of the app as well. And it can connect to some step tracking tools as well. So you can track some data. Let's scroll down and see what other features you've got. Messages and community. Now the messages in there are awesome. You can communicate very easily back and forth with clients inside of it. And one thing that I've not seen in any of the other apps is the ability to build community inside of the app. So typically you'll have to build community elsewhere outside the app. Maybe that's a Facebook community, but you can create a community inside of Coach Catalyst, which I think is a really good benefit, especially if you're selling online coaching and you want to build that stickiness and that community that's going to keep people together. So that's a really good feature. And then another feature that is not on here, but I think it's probably one of the biggest selling features actually, and has not been mentioned, that is actually the fact that you can build out course materials. And so what we teach inside the Remote Coaches Academy is not just helping people with training and nutrition, but also some habits and mindset and behavioral change elements and practices that are actually going to lead to people adhering to the plans and following the plans. And what I like about Coach Catalyst is you can actually build out course materials. You don't need a website. You can just have course materials built out of you shooting videos like I'm shooting videos right now, explaining specific topics, taking people through specific exercises that are not training exercises or nutritional things, but they could be things around mindset, around behavior, around habits. And you can build that into the Coach Catalyst app as well. So it's essentially an all-in-one solution. Yes, you need to connect to some of these third-party apps for the tracking, but pretty much the client can just be inside of this one app and not need to go anywhere else, which is why I really do like this option, because it's simple, it's clean, and everything is all in one place. So let's look at the pricing and let's look at what it would cost essentially to sign up to Coach Catalyst. Now, for up to 3 clients, you've essentially got a $5 a month fee. And there is a free trial here. You can see we've got a 14-day free trial, no credit card required. So you could test this out for 14 days and see if it's the right fit for you. And I would recommend, if you're considering any of these apps, if you've got a free trial, take it, sample it, figure out if it's the right app for you. Figure out if it makes sense for you, because a lot of it's going to be down to preference. So we've got 3 clients, $5. If we slide up to 12 clients, it's $39. If we slide up to 50 clients, $79, cheaper than some of the others at that same level. If we scroll to 75, $99, and you can see that this just keeps going up until we get to 500 clients, and that's $300. So another thing that I do like about this is the sliding scale option, where you can gradually increase clients and then pay as you're bringing on more clients and as you have more revenue. So I think that's a really good option. Now you can see all the features here, and also you can see the frequently asked questions. Like I mentioned, you'll find these on typically most websites when you go and check out the apps, and essentially that's going to help you make an informed decision. So if you found this video valuable, then hit that like button below. And if you've got a comment, or if you've got a question, or you want me to do an in-depth review of any specific apps, then please do let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.